Hi, I'm Billy Magnussen, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your weekly cheat sheet to all that's happening on the Great White Way. Or as we like to think of it, your complete guide to every bottle dance performed in the 50 years since Fiddler on the Roof premiered. What's the buzz, Lindsay?
It's time to trapeze back to the Music Box Theater because there are some new circus performers ready to warm your hearts in the Tony-winning revival of Pippin. Josh Kaufman, who you might recognize from a little show called The Voice, is making his Broadway debut in the title role. Beautiful Ghost and the Book of Mormon alum Carly Hughes has stepped into the center ring as the leading player, and Lucy Arnaz will swing in from the national touring production to play Daredevil Granny Bertha. Welcome to the circus, you three. See ya under the big top.
The Lion King has something new to roar about. The Tony-winning musical is now the top ticket of all time with a worldwide gross of $6.2 billion. Yes, that's billion with a B. This means the Disney show has the highest total box office of any production in any entertainment medium. Sorry, Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Avatar. The musical took the crown from the Phantom of the Opera, and that show's producers accepted the news with grace, calling The Lion King the pride of Broadway. Congratulations and, obviously, Hakuna Matata to the new reigning king.
And just like that, Into the Woods fans almost cast an evil spell on the House of Mouse. A minor controversy erupted this week when a description on Disney.com misidentified Rapunzel's prince as Flynn Rider and Cinderella's prince and stepmother as Prince Charming and Lady Tremaine. Those aren't their names in the Sondheim musical, but rather in the Disney films Tangled and Cinderella. When Disney became overwhelmed with upset theater fans, though, they quickly fixed the website and said that those names were never actually changed in the film, and that the characters will keep their original monikers from the musical, as was always the plan. We know things now, and all is good in the wood.
Beautiful Broadway baby Megan Hilty now has a baby of her own. The former Wicked and Smash star and hubby Brian Gallagher welcomed little Viola Filomena into the world on September 18th in New York City. Here's wishing the happy new parents a lifetime of joy with Viola and hoping they get a full night's sleep sometime soon.
It's hello again to Gavin Creel. After winning an Olivier for headlining the Book of Mormon in London's West End, he has returned to the first national tour of the show for its Toronto engagement. Tony nominated for Thoroughly Modern Millie and Hair, it's been a while since we've seen him here on the Great White Way. Would you mind stopping by again sometime, Mr. Creel? There's a certain show at the Eugene O'Neill Theatre that we'd like to see you in.
Hi, I'm Tony Yazbeck, and you are watching the Broadway.com show.
Viola Davis is ready to take over the world. Well, the TV world, at least. The two-time Oscar nominee and two-time Tony winner is starring in ABC's How to Get Away with Murder, which premieres on September 25th. Davis plays Annalise Keating, a powerful defense lawyer and law professor who uses her top students to help her win cases, with a campus-set murder and some sexy extracurricular activity thrown in for good measure. Davis has deserved a front and center, no holds barred, all eyes on me role like this one for way too long. And she promises that Murder will be groundbreaking television. Viola, we're more than ready for you to rock our TV world, and that's why you're our star of the week.
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Liza! Yep, Tony winner Liza Minnelli is finally the subject of her own comic book featuring text by Michael L. Frizzell and illustrations by Rafael Cordero. It's about time. She's only been high-kicking and waving those jazz hands for 68 years. Thumbs up to this hilarious tribute to the Broadway superhero. Now, how can we get this classy lady her own Liza-mobile?
Thumbs down and middle finger up to Beck Lee, a fledgling theater publicist who capitalized on the death of Joan Rivers to promote the off-Broadway show of his client, former Rivers opening act Brad Zimmerman. Rivers had originally agreed to make a radio ad promoting the show, but had to delay the recording session on the day of her fatal surgery. So what did Lee do? Hire a terrible, terrible impersonator and pass off a stupid recording, claiming it was Rivers rehearsing for the spot. Really, really despicable stuff. There is such a thing as bad publicity, Mr. Lee.
I'm FMO Abraham, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Our tweet of the week comes from Les Mis star Andy Mientus, who celebrated a special yet very vulnerable Great White Way unveiling this week. Andy tweeted, "My full codpiece came down during the sewers tonight. Happy Broadway debut to my eggplant emoji." There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain, goes on and on. Your full codpiece coming down? Now your eggplant has been gazed upon. You can follow this hilarious Marius at Andy Mientus.
A.R. Gurney's moving drama Love Letters tells the story of two friends and the love that blossoms between them over 50 years through their letters. So on opening night of the new Broadway revival, I asked the stars and their guests a very important question. If they could have one celebrity pen pal, who would it be? Check out their answers in this week's Pop Poll.
Probably, I'd say I'd love to talk to Jessica Chastain. Is that weird? I love her, and I bet she'd write really good letters. She seems very articulate.
Stephen Sondheim, who would not be honored to get a letter from him?
Abraham Lincoln.
Well, you know, I do this, you know.
You probably have celebrity pen pals.
I have celebrity pen pals, yeah. You know who was a pen pal of mine? Tupac was a pen pal of mine.
Really?
Yeah. Arthur Miller was a pen pal of mine. I don't want to drop a name on you. Don't drop names. My friend Bobby De Niro told me that.
Get excited because Sutton Foster is headed back to your TVs as the star of Younger, a hilarious new TV land comedy featuring the double Tony winner as a 40-year-old New Jersey mom who lies about her age to re-enter the workforce. We got a sneak peek of the pilot episode at a VIP screening at Soho House and snapped this shot of the joyful Foster to the Broadway.com Instagram account. Younger will premiere on TV Land in early 2015.
Smackdown time! Last week was Broadway's annual flea market and auction with loads up for grabs, including hanging out backstage with If Ben's Idina Menzel and The River's Hugh Jackman. So we asked who you'd prefer to get up close and personal with. Well, the results are in and 80% of you said Idina, 20% Hugh. Now, it's been 20 years since those friends first asked us how you're doing. So while reminiscing about smelly cats and being on a break, we got to thinking, which friend would you like to see make her Broadway debut? Tweet your vote of Jennifer Aniston or Lisa Kudrow to @BroadwayCom with the hashtag #BWaySmackdown and tune in next time for the winner.
Thank you for watching another episode of the Broadway.com show. We leave you with this video gem from the Alchemazing group Voice Play as they share their top 10 favorite Broadway songs. See you next week.
How about love, love, number 6 of the house. Quick to catch your eye, never wants to pass by the passing by. Everybody's going